Every year, Apple manages to surprise the tech world, but this time, the excitement is on another level. Just when people thought the M4 iPad Pro was the ultimate tablet, leaks and rumors about the upcoming M5 iPad Pro have started making waves online. And from what we're hearing, this isn't going to be just another incremental update. This could be the iPad that changes how we think about tablets altogether. Think about it for a moment. An iPad that isn't just a portable device for browsing, drawing, or editing photos, but one that's powerful enough to take on laptops and even professional workstations. That's the kind of leap Apple is aiming for with the M5 iPad Pro, and in this video, we're going to dive deep into everything we know so far. From the mind-blowing M5 chip to display upgrades, new camera systems, longer battery life, and a potential release date, we'll cover it all. Stick with me until the end, because the last detail might be the biggest shocker of them all. Let's begin with the M5 chip, which will be the centerpiece of this new iPad. Apple Silicon has already proven itself as a game changer. When the company moved away from Intel and introduced its own M1 chip, people were blown away by how much power Apple managed to pack into such a compact form factor. The M2 improved efficiency, the M3 pushed performance even further, and the M4 brought tandem OLED technology to the iPad Pro. But now, all eyes are on the M5, and if the rumors are true, this chip will once again raise the bar. Reports suggest it will deliver not only raw speed improvements, but also major leaps in on-device AI and machine learning performance. That means tasks like photo and video editing, multitasking, and app performance will feel smoother and faster than ever before. Imagine being able to edit an 8K video, create 3D designs, or run powerful AI models, all without needing a laptop or a desktop. For creative professionals, students, or even casual power users, this could be a game changer. Now, let's talk about the display. When Apple introduced OLED screens on the M4 iPad Pro, many people felt like this was already a massive upgrade from the mini LED technology of the past. But according to leaks, the M5 could take it even further by using tandem OLED panels. This technology not only improves brightness and contrast, but also increases the panel's lifespan. That means richer blacks, more vibrant colors, and better durability. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Apple might also be adjusting the screen sizes. Instead of the traditional 11-inch and 12.9-inch versions, we could see slightly larger displays, possibly around 11.5 inches and 13.5 inches. These changes may sound small on paper, but when you're drawing, designing, watching movies, or even gaming, that extra real estate can make a huge difference. Add to that the fact that Apple continues to shrink bezels year after year, and the M5 iPad Pro could have one of the most immersive displays ever seen on a tablet. But Apple isn't stopping there. Another exciting rumor is about the camera system. Traditionally, cameras haven't been the biggest selling point of iPads, but the M5 Pro may change that. Insiders suggest we could be getting a dual front-facing camera setup. One camera would be optimized for portrait orientation, while the other would shine in landscape mode. Why does this matter? Think about how you use your iPad. Sometimes you're holding it vertically for casual use, and other times you're docking it to a keyboard and using it like a laptop. With dual front cameras, your video calls, FaceTime sessions, and even live streams will always look perfectly framed and natural, no matter how you're holding the device. For professionals working remotely, students attending online classes, and even content creators making social media videos, this could be a small but powerful change that makes the iPad feel even smarter and more adaptable. Now, on to the design and build quality. If you're hoping for a complete redesign, you might be a little disappointed. Apple isn't expected to radically change the design formula this time around. The squared-off edges and sleek premium build introduced with the iPad Pro lineup are here to stay. But what Apple does best is refinement, and that's exactly what we expect here. Rumors suggest the M5 iPad Pro could be even slimmer, lighter, and possibly use new materials that improve both durability and portability. Imagine carrying around a tablet that feels feather-light yet sturdy, with a finish so premium it almost feels futuristic. Sometimes, subtle changes are more impactful than dramatic redesigns, and Apple knows that very well. Of course, all this power and beauty would mean little if the battery life couldn't keep up. But this is another area where the M5 iPad Pro could shine. Thanks to the efficiency of the M5 chip and the energy savings of OLED technology, we could be looking at the longest-lasting iPad ever made. Current reports suggest Apple is aiming for 15 to 16 hours of real-world usage on a single charge. That's more than enough for a full day of work, study, or entertainment. Picture yourself editing videos, sketching artwork, attending meetings, and still having battery left by the time you head to bed. For travelers, professionals on the go, and students pulling long study sessions, this could be the upgrade that makes the iPad even more reliable as a daily driver. Next up, let's discuss storage and memory options. Apple has always offered a range of configurations to suit different needs, but with the M5 iPad Pro, we might see a bump across the board. The base model could start with 256 GB of storage instead of 128 GB, and for those who need serious horsepower, higher-tier models could offer up to 24 GB or even 32 GB of RAM. This kind of configuration blurs the line between a tablet and a laptop. With that much storage and memory, you could realistically use the M5 iPad Pro as your main work machine, handling everything from heavy video projects to coding, AI tasks, and beyond. But here's where things get even more exciting: software and AI integration. For years, the biggest criticism of the iPad Pro wasn't the hardware, it was the software. iPadOS always felt like it was holding the hardware back, preventing the iPad from fully replacing a laptop. However, Apple's recent focus on artificial intelligence might change that. With the M5 iPad Pro, we could see powerful on-device AI tools baked directly into iPadOS. Think about AI-powered writing assistants, instant image generation, smart organization of your files, or advanced productivity features that run locally without relying on the cloud. If Apple delivers this, the M5 iPad Pro might not just be another powerful tablet, it could be the first AI-powered productivity machine in Apple's lineup. So, when can we expect this futuristic iPad to arrive? Most reports suggest a fall 2025 launch window, likely around October or November. That timeline makes sense because Apple usually saves its big iPad Pro announcements for the fall. As for pricing, well, this is Apple we're talking about. The M4 iPad Pro already starts at $999, and with all these rumored upgrades, the M5 could either stick to that price point or push even higher depending on the storage and features. Either way, expect it to remain a premium product aimed at professionals, creatives, and enthusiasts who want the very best. And that brings us to the big question: should you wait for the M5 iPad Pro or buy the M4 now? The answer really depends on your situation. If you're using an older iPad, say an iPad Air, an M1 iPad Pro, or anything earlier, the M5 will be worth waiting for. The leap in performance, AI integration, and new features could completely change how you use your device. But if you absolutely need an upgrade today, the M4 iPad Pro is still one of the most advanced tablets on the planet. It has OLED, it has incredible performance, and it will easily last you for years to come. So now I want to hear from you. Do you think the M5 iPad Pro will finally be the iPad that truly replaces the laptop? Or do you believe Apple is just giving us another round of upgrades with fancy marketing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I'm curious to know what you think. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into Apple's next big release, make sure to subscribe to Smartphone Predictions, hit the bell icon, and join us as we continue to explore the future of smartphones, tablets, and all things tech. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.